Internet Crimes Against Children unit within the OSBI is a unit that's dedicated to the investigation and combating online exploitation of children. They're able to take down some of the worst people in society, in my opinion, and rescue these kiddos out of situations where they may not have ever been identified as a victim if it wasn't for the work that the ICACs do. As soon as I came on, we got a tip from the Seattle, Washington Police Department. Somebody within Oklahoma had been sending child pornography via email to somebody in Washington. In the images that Seattle had received, there were some unique identifying marks on what we believe was the suspect, had a big cross tattoo on his arm. And so when we served the warrant at the house, we had to force entry into the house, and as soon as the door opened, the suspect was going to open the door, and the very first thing I saw was that cross tattoo. During the course of our investigation, we identified 4 children that were either in the process or had recently been abused by this guy. And he confessed and admitted to molesting 10 to 15 kids over the course of his lifetime. You know, had the ICAC, had we not intercepted that email in Seattle, who knows how many more kiddos would have been abused and how long the abuse would have continued.
I've helped OBN with some undercover stuff in Tulsa, and we just rented a hotel room and we just invited people to come and meet a 15-year-old. That was me. That was there for solicitation purposes.
But then you do your filters and you put your hair up or whatever.
So my undercover identities, I will tell you that I've posed as a woman selling her children, which is pretty lucrative business to be in, unfortunately. I've posed as a middle school girl, as an aunt. So the ages are between 13 and 15 for the middle school girl.
Like different clothes to change into, leggings and t-shirts and things like that I could throw on to make it look like, you know, I'm going to gym class.
As parent or guardian, it's your responsibility to protect them, and part of protecting them sometimes means you need to be in their business, find out what they're doing.
With kids, their popularity is judged by the number of followers and likes. So they accept friend requests and add people with no discretion. But I have Kik, Snapchat, TikTok, Facebook.
The majority of all the tips that we get are that come from internet service providers like Facebook, Google, Kik, Snapchat, all those types of places. The public would be shocked at the number of cases and the volume of cases that we're seeing. 3,800 for Oklahoma, that's a big chunk of cyber tips coming in for a state our size.
Oklahoma City PD, Tulsa PD, the municipalities, Stillwater Police Department, everyone that's an affiliate has a huge caseload.
But at the end of the day, you always feel that, you know, this ain't just a picture, this ain't just a video. That kid was being abused.
Every single time I have to watch, there's always that little bit of doubt, but that doubt's quickly replaced whenever we are able to rescue a children or arrest a bad guy from a house that lives with kids that he hasn't perped on yet. So every time that we're able to make some headway, it just reassures the fact that I'm where I'm supposed to be.